Approaching the LZ.
You wear a lot of dead things. Is it for respect? A celebration of life through reverence of death?
It scares people. Piss me off. I'll wear your spine for a hat.
Piss me off and I'll wear your spine for a hat. Can't wait for the next person to actually annoy me. Enough that I need to say something like that.
Pathfinder, I detect a
Sorry,
camp
what I
ahead.
should say is obviously that I hope that I never need to use such an insult. But it'd be funny as fuck. It'd be funny.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Yeah, but I'm just, you know, I'm one of them people that I don't really get angry, I get frustrated. People frustrate me. I think they could do better. But then I feel bad that I'm judging people by my own standards, which clearly I...
Some sort of guard post.
That's Techix, according to my map.
I'm not one of them people that's like, oh, don't give me bad vibes. It's like, I don't give a shit if you give me bad vibes. But if you do, and I give you bad vibes back, then they'll be fucking surprised.
Putting teams
But
together for
I probably
cleanup.
won't, you know?
Now that the prefect's gone, they'll be disorganized.
What's the point? Got other things to do.
Thanks for all your work. Couldn't have done it without you.
Nicer hats to wear.
Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby.
I'm cleared for 3 years' work. They'll have me tending the algae farms.
Smart.
Nice. Underground mushrooms.
Careful.
What are you talking about, DJ? You get annoyed. Oh, come on now. You get annoyed if somebody drops a pen in front of you and you really wanted that pen.
This must be be Dr. Adams'
Oh, that's
workspace.
brilliant.
The one the SDG agent is investigating.
This equipment has been sterilized with a standard radioisotope. There are trace elements of biomaterial that could be consistent with exaltation pods.
Or they could be leftovers from Adam's experiments.
The agent mentioned a Ket handler, too. Stupid machines ruining my bit.
Scanned everything, I think. Scanned it all. You're gonna have a heart attack, TJ, if you don't let it calm down. That's what's gonna happen. You're just gonna pop one. And you'll just be like, oh, yeah, maybe you should chill out. For something, yeah.
I'm reading
I don't
a
know.
temperature
I
decrease.
don't know you personally. It might be different when you're not playing computer games. I've got friends who are pretty chill people and then they play turn into animals the moment they play a computer game.
That many siblings common to you guys?
We have large families. Strength in numbers.
Yeah, Krogan used to run that show. Careful.
You can just upgrade. I mean, without getting religious about it, because it's not a religious thing, I think it's a thing that you should do.
Some of my parts weren't made for these
Forgiveness, telling
temperatures.
other cheekers are things, you know. And they're things because your perception of events might not be what actually happened. So you don't know everything that's going on. So there's that. So you know, like, because I mishear something or missee something, or you know, with regards to food, you might taste something, you
I
might
live
have a
here,
bad apple,
but then
you know,
I
and
could
then
probably
be like,
live
oh, apples
anywhere.
are fucking horrible.
Ket machinery, Ryder.
But then if you
Cash,
don't try
why
an
were
apple
that agent-
again, then, or if somebody
get a
says
scan.
to you, oh, fun apples, you don't know, you don't have the brown ones, the green and the red ones, they're delicious. You know what I mean?
Got 'em all.
It's the same problem, isn't it? Die. I'm not here anymore. I'm an invisible man.
Grenade! That SDG agent was right. This cat was Dr. Adams' contact.
This guy over here. Like I can see things through the wall. What is so cool?
Let's get a scan.
This cat has a Milky Way comm device implanted. Particle vibration on the transmitter resembles Solarian encryptions.
Resembles doesn't prove much. The cat could have found the implant on the Solarian Ark. Best leads on Aden's betrayal, and they're both circumstantial.
He's Solarian, probably guilty of something.
How about we talk to Hager about this back on the Nexus? He might have something.
But yeah, you know, like, yeah.
What's
I'm
funny?
wrong sometimes.
Just remembering a
Stuff,
joke,
and
I know. You won't get it.
Try.
Sometimes
Want
I'm
to
right.
learn?
Knock, knock.
It's,
Who's
it's
there?
more than 50-50.
Competently and
It was at
hellcore.
best 50-50 before. Now it's better than 50-50.
That's terrible.
I'm going to assume explaining wouldn't help.
Nowadays. But that's because I stick to what I know.
Old bones are getting stiff. Do you have to hit every bump?
Well, let me in, please. Yeah, because when you're a kid, you think you know everything about everything, you know. And then you're wrong all the time and just annoy people because you're wrong all the time. I'm sure you remember those days.
Looks like cat ahead.
And
Should
as
be
you get
careful.
older, you're like, oh, hang
Heads
on,
up,
if I
looks
just
like a
stick
cat
to the
construct.
fucking stuff that I actually know about, then I'm right more than I'm wrong. That feels better. It's like I used to argue every point, and even when I'm right, I don't always argue a point anymore. Often, in fact, I'm less likely to argue a point now when I'm right, so I don't see the need to waste my time. Arguing my point is usually because I feel that I might be wrong, so I'm trying to reinforce my position. Often more
I'm
with
reading a normal
myself.
temperature range, Pathfinder.
Yeah, like if I know, I'll disagree for sure, obviously. But I often just don't waste my time having the argument. Oh, God. If you want to think a thing, and I'm pretty certain you're wrong, fine. I'll tell you. If you don't listen to me telling you, you know, if you're my mate, I'll say something. I'll be like, you know, for example, you know, if you have a mate who's like horrifically racist, and you try and convince them that being horrifically racist is not a good idea because it just causes more pain in the world. If they don't want to listen, whether it's because they're completely indoctrinated because they're family or they are complete right-wing
Old
psychopath,
orbit is steady.
then Question is whether this Solarian guy, is he really a spy, or is this old guy, like old Solarian, setting him up?
In stasis in favor of sleepers with political connections. This is HNS. Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status. I'm sorry, Al. Just trying to boost the morale.
Good to see you.
A violent illness related to Fury Light.
Ah, Ryder. Your pilot said you were helping Major Salen Vaughn with an investigation into Dr. Adden.
You know Salen?
Only by reputation. One of STG's finest back in the day. I tried to help him with Adden, but sort of stalled.
What do you make of Salen's theory that someone betrayed your people?
It doesn't seem possible, but there's so much that doesn't fit otherwise. I reached out to ARC leadership, the ones who woke up first, but they keep putting me off. I had an idea, but it might not be completely legal.
Hey,
Like this
if
idea.
we don't break the rules, who will?
One of those ARC officers, Rand Lon, has an apartment here. If he's busy, he won't be around. And a quick scan wouldn't hurt anything. Just see what's there.
The Asari Arc. An expedition to Eos in the Pythia system has discovered a mysterious ability an authority for calling
I will happily break into somebody's apartment to scan their shit if they're a threat to the initiative.
This is amazing. I can't believe it.
At my age, family is more important.
These power outages.
You're listening to HNS.
Locked.
I may be able to hack this, Pathfinder.
Of course you can make this. I'm on the bench watching us, don't like that.
And we're in. Definitely the apartment Hager mentioned. Password protected. Little help, Sam?
Accessing. It contains financial and personnel reports. However, the EM signature suggests data was recently cleaned.
Freshly vacuumed.
Traces of dust still remain. Based on the Scourge radiation count, they came from a remote world.
So Rand Lon, or someone in his apartment, when exploring out there.
Code. This is bullshit.
There may be additional clues, Pathfinder. Scanner is prepped, Pathfinder.
It's been watered recently.
A single fiber is caught on a leaf. It shows traces of novetamine,
A drug?
a neurodepressant reported in some Andromeda wildlife. This plant is not one of them.
Okay, something's fishy. Sam, can you work out which planet the dust on the floor came from?
I have a candidate. No record of any official visit. Once in orbit, I can approximate a nav point.
Recent meal.
What are you doing in my apartment?
You must be Rand Lawn.
Yes, you're the one who saved our Ark. What are you doing here?
My fault. I'm visiting a friend and, well, these doors all look alike.
You're quite obviously not here by accident. Now please, explain why you broke in or I'll have to report this to the militia.
I'm working with Major Salen Varn. He has the paperwork.
Salen? Huh, I see. If the Major's at it again, this makes more sense.
What do you mean?
No, I won't spread rumors. You can go, but I wouldn't break into any more homes on Salen's advice.
If I've been misled, I should hear these rumors.
The Major is brilliant, but he's just been in STG too long. He's been bothering us with conspiracies since he woke up. It's common in retired agents. They can't navigate a world without espionage.
I see.
Look, let's forget this happened. For the Major's sake. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Still got that planet identified, Sam?
Yes, Pathfinder.
At my age, family is more important than you experience.
Let's go and find out what the fuck's going on.
Hello? We're on course.
What was your galaxy like, Drac?
If you back up far enough, same as this one. Big rocks floating in the void.
And if you look closely?
Aliens killing each other for reasons that don't seem worth it.
So, still the same.
Oh, it's bad escaping.
Here they come! Think that's it.
Pathfinder, these are the approximate coordinates extrapolated from the Solarian apartment.
This was sure worth the trip.
There's sand traps all over. Let's look under the surface. Something was here, then dragged. That way.
Scavengers, this could be fun.
The trail leads right to them. Wait, is that Salen?
Alive, but likely not feeling well.
Pass the metagel. Let's get him back on his feet. Salen, what happened to you?
Salen? Very familiar for our first real meeting.
Not funny, Solarian.
I contacted you, hoping one of my suspects would do something reckless, and unfortunately, he did. I imagine I was supposed to vanish out here while he used my cloak device. Any Salen you met was Dr. Adden in disguise.
Wait, he asked me to analyze leads that could implicate him.
Let me guess. Adden asked you to scan those leads. I suspected the traitor was hiding messages on optical encoders. Those messages were the real proof I needed, but a powerful scanner like yours would wipe them. Adden used you and, my investigation to cover his tracks. Canny bastard.
I feel like you and Dr. Adden are taking turns yanking my strings.
Then who was Adden's puppeteer? Everything comes back to our arc. Adden didn't have the clearance to alter logs or affect the nav computer, yet he's obviously guilty. I suspect Adden is the front man for a conspiracy involving the Ket. He's the key to blowing it open.
Enough conspiracies. I'm not going to be used again.
Adden tried to murder me. What might he do to say, your brother? He overlooked the last piece of evidence. The dart used to poison me still, inside with the ballistics intact. We could prove Adden's guilt. He'd agree to meet you. My people could finally have justice. But it's your decision.
We'd need somewhere to meet Adden, somewhere neutral.
There are caves on Kadara that might be suitable.
Send the word.
Ryder.
Now orbiting Kadara.
That Exalt camp has a high concentration of registered criminals, Pathfinder.
There you are. Did you investigate those leads?
I learned you're a Ket collaborator and a murderer.
Who's one victim short?
So it's true. Old spies really do live forever.
This old spy would punch you if he wasn't carrying evidence in his chest.
I tried to give you a decent burial, Major. There was no time to convince you of our cause.
Save it, Aden. You betrayed your people. You'll never see daylight again.
My people agreed to this. Several of us woke early, prepped the Ark, and then we found the Ket, an unstoppable enemy. So we made a pact. Sacrifice our Ark to the Ket and learn their secrets, so one day we could destroy them along with their exaltation.
Hey, I know how not to get exalted. Get ourselves exalted. You idiot!
Listen, there is an empire of Ket beyond Helios. All-powerful conquerors who will invade us eventually. The secrets we learned could stop our extinction before it begins. Give us our freedom, and they're yours. Don't let this go to waste.
What exactly are you offering?
The intricacies of the Ket Empire. Vassals, potential weak points, exaltation secrets.
Which we can't confirm. And you could have pulled out of your cloaca.
We had to sacrifice civilians for this, Major. Will you let that be for nothing?
Put this traitor where he belongs, Major.
We have particular accommodations for collaborators.
Arrest me, and you'll never find the others.
I've got nothing but time to look. I'm retired, remember? I owe you big for this rider. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a militia pickup, the doctor, and the biggest drink on the Nexus.